"We are dead inside." These were the words of a couple whose wedding celebration ended in a disaster after a fire ripped through a packed wedding hall with over 1,000 guests in northern Iraq, killing more than 100 people, whilst also saying they can no longer live in their community. The 27-year-old groom Revan and 18-year-old bride Haneen say they feel they are dead inside despite surviving the blaze. Furthermore, Revan said he lost 15 members of his family in the fire, adding that his bride can't speak after the loss of 10 of her relatives, including her mother and brother, and her father, who is also in critical condition. Where did the fire start? The fire started inside Al Hatham Hall, a venue located on the outskirts of the northern town of Karakosh, a small Christian community also known as Baghdad. It is the main center of Al Hamadina district and is about 15 kilometers 9 miles southeast of the city of Mosul. How did the fire start? While investigators are trying to establish the cause of the fire, witnesses and civil defense officials said the fire was sparked by fireworks set off as the bride and groom danced. While initial reports suggested fireworks lit for the couple's slow dance were to blame for the blaze, the groom, however, believes the fire somehow started in the ceiling. He said, and I quote, "It could be a short circuit, I don't know, but the fire started in the ceiling. We felt the heat. When I heard the crackling, I looked at the ceiling. Then the ceiling, which was all nylon, started to melt. It only took seconds." What do we know about the victims? At least 113 people have been killed and more than 150 persons injured. Funerals have already taken place for the victims of the fire as mourning relatives gathered outside a morgue in Mosul. One Miriam Kader told Reuters while crying and hitting herself as she waited for officials to return the bodies of her daughter, Rana Yaqub, aged 27, and 3 young grandchildren, the youngest aged just 8 months, that this was not a wedding, this was hell. What have investigators said? Authorities said preliminary information suggested that the fire was started by the fireworks. The state-run Iraqi news agency cited the Civil Defense Directorate as saying that the hall was covered with highly flammable metal composite panels, also known as sandwich panels, in violation of safety regulation. The fire led to the collapse of the parts of the hall as a result of the use of highly flammable, low-cost building materials that collapse within minutes when the fire breaks out, the directorate said. Interior Minister spokesman Major General Saad Man wrote on X that the fire spread very quickly and was exacerbated by the release of toxic gases linked to the combustion of the composite panels, which contained plastic. Composite panels made from plastic and aluminium installed on the sides of London's Grenfell Tower were blamed for helping flames to spread when a fire broke out in June 2017, resulting in 72 deaths. British fire safety expert Anil Tarleen told the BBC that there should be fire breaks in the ceiling and floor. Materials shouldn't be combustible, including wedding decorations. He added, "These sort of fires are all completely avoidable. People bring fireworks to such events, but nobody ever thinks about it." How have the authorities responded? According to the Interior Ministry, security forces have arrested 10 of the venue staff, its owner, and 3 people who were involved in setting off the fireworks. Prime Minister al-Sudani has said an investigative committee will investigate and elucidate the accident circumstances, pinpoint the causes, and identify any areas of negligence. He has demanded that the toughest punishments permitted by law for those responsible for negligence or failings that led to this tragic fire. He has also ordered all relevant authorities to intensify building inspections and verification of safety procedures at shopping centers, restaurants, event halls, and hotels.